Ken here, the unemployed prop guy, actually employed. um, Here to do a little show and tell of doing a little kid show and SpongeBob, and they wanted a jetpack. So I want to talk to you about acronym that I use a lot in my work called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Um, so Yeah, I like keeping things very simple, very true to the story, not making it too complicated and elaborate. Sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't. So, like for this jetpack, what I decided to do is kind of channel data from the Goonies. Um, what's that? The Gremlins, the father and his inventions, kind of very simple, very stuff that fell into the sea, to the bottom of the sea that they used to make their jetpack. Originally, I was going to have it shoot smoke coming out the back and out the back of the nozzle. But what I decided to do, because it's underwater, is so the actor will have this in the hand and press it. Bubble machine that shoots bubbles. And we'll get into that in a second. Fun stuff, how I did that. But yeah, I mean, this right now is about 70% done, 80% done, or maybe it's 100% done. I don't know. I got to look at the costume and talk to the director and my boss and see what happens because we don't quite know how it's going to be used yet. So I may do some shelves on here, some more found objects. We're still figuring it out, but I'm more interested in getting it functional. Um, we happen to have in our work. So basically, I tell you kind of what happened. So we were told that we got a list of props. One of them was a jetpack, and another one was this kind of robot thing. Here, let me show you a picture of the robot. Yeah, that one was kind of simple, just fun, and I did that in like a day and just threw that together, and I made it well made so it won't fall apart, and lit it and to be fun. But I'm more interested in the jetpack. So we go to our warehouse, my head props and myself, and we pulling stuff for the show. And I'm like, okay, jetpack. I look on the shelves and I see we have three of these for some show. It's already been gutted and destroyed, so I'm not feeling like I'm doing anything wrong because it's not an antique anymore. It's been propped out, like a lot of stuff. So, and I just kind of came up with the idea, found this little cone jello mold thing, and then I'm like, hey, smoke, and then the whole bubble thing. So we ordered one of these, got it the next day, a little blaster, and I was just gonna cut it and have it in there, and then I actually started taking it apart and realized, hey, I could actually take it all apart and still make it functional. So yeah, so this is gonna be like this is a it's like for drums and stuff. It's like a shoulder harness, and then I sewed up a little belt or riveted the little belt to this, and we'll adjust that. And let's go look in the inside to show you kind of what I did. Okay, here we are. This is the guts of the operation. so, so I took apart the whole bubble gun, and I realized that the size of it, it's kind of hard to see in this, and I should have done a video of myself building it, but sometimes I just build things off camera because it's whatever. And my process is a little strange. So, okay. So I took the unit, and then this is this weird kind of fixture for hoses for vacuum cleaners. And I was able to insert it in there. And then I just did a little hot glue and a wire cage to hold this in there. And you can see right there's a fan. Let's turn it on. And yeah, so when I took it apart, it was really simple wiring. This is for the battery leads. And I just made I really like when I do batteries. I like putting them into the actual boxes, and it has an on and off switch, and just as a safety measure, and you could change the batteries out, and it's all velcroed and goes in there and gets velcroed in there. Oh, let's talk about labels. Oh boy. Um, so I just got myself one of these label makers, and yeah, I love this thing. This thing is amazing. It's a Brother 550W, I believe, and it's Wi-Fi, and I can make all kinds of QR barcodes, any size up to I think it's like 1 inch, cable wraps, different. I mean, it's the Rolls Royce of label makers, and our audio guy had one, and I'm just was playing with it, and I'm just like, I need to buy one of these. And of course, I bought the one that's wireless because that's just who I am. Okay, but labels, I love labels. I love labeling everything. Um, so yeah, I soldered up the battery pack, four double A's, off on, gets velcroed in there, and then it had the little bottle of bubble juice. And it's not a long play, and this bubble juice should last, I'm hoping, long enough for one show. If not, I'll do a bigger bottle, but it's easy to change, so forth. And then, right here was the switch and from the original trigger switch, and I just wired it up really easy. I bought one of these um, switches that I really like these because just okay. Yeah. So it's a fun little switch. And soldered that up, got it all working. Yeah, and it's pretty simple. And like I said, there's no fancy circuitry and there's a light in there and you kind of can see it in the dark that the bubbles are lit up, but maybe I'm going to work on that and add a little strip of LED tape. And the good thing about this is once let's get on the other side, you put the battery pack up in the holder, which you really can't see, but it's not that interesting. Okay. And it's velcroed in, like I said, because I don't want it to fall out. And then you just, change the bottle, change your batteries, whatever you have to do. And you just close it up. Make sure the wires don't get caught. And I like utilizing all those kind of switches and stuff that come with it. And yeah, and like I said, you press a button. There it is. Ta-da! Hope you enjoyed my little battery pack, or sorry, rocket pack. And like I said, this one I kept really simple. I didn't want to get Rocketeer. I didn't want to get crazy, but it may become crazy, and if so, I'll probably update this. But I think this, for what it is going to be great. Have a good day. I'll see you on the next video. Ciao.